Hi guys, Richard here from the beautiful Bali. As you know, it's my month number 7 here, and as I always say, do not worry about me, I'm stuck in paradise. But I hope you're well, hope you're safe, and I want to say thank you so much for all the birthday messages I've been receiving. I really appreciate it, and I feel the love here, and I just hope that you can feel the love from me to you. Sending you much love here from Bali, and it was my first Bali birthday, and it was absolutely amazing. And I really feel so blessed that we get to do life together. And because life, I like a quote which I heard a while back. It said, "No man is an island, and no woman is an island. We're meant to do life together." So I really appreciate you being on this journey together, and wherever I can be of a blessing and of a service to you, to coach you, to help you, that's what adds me significance and purpose. So thank you for being coachable and being open to learn, and most important, thank you for taking action. I've been receiving a lot of replies to that email I sent out for the accountability check-in. So thank you for those that have replied. To those that haven't replied yet, I'm waiting for your reply. Excuse me. But remember what I said, that there's many things that separate successful people from unsuccessful people. It's mindset, it's taking action, it's law of association, it's skill set, and also accountability. The day I became accountable to someone was the day I reached more and more of my potential. So if I could be that person for you, it would be in your best interest to use me. You have my personal email address. You have me as your accountability partner. Make use of me. And like I said, it's only for 12 months. I don't know what will happen after the 12 months. If I will be renewing the inner circle, I haven't decided yet. But what I do know, if I see that you haven't bought your shares, or you haven't been using my personal email address, then I don't want you to renew it, because then you'll be wasting your money. But if I can see that every month you bought your shares consistently, and you watch the trainings, and you use my personal email address, and then after the 12 months, if you want to renew it and I can see that you've used the service, then we can speak about it. But for now, remember the focus to make this next 12 months your most wealthiest here on the planet. I'm a firm believer that focus is more important than intelligence. So let's keep the focus here. There's a lot of crazy things happening out there. Protect your mind, stay focused on the goal. And remember the goal, to make this next 12 months your most wealthiest here on the planet. So I've been receiving a lot of testimonials from those people that mirrored me, sold out with me, and they made returns after 2 months, which is crazy, because as you know, we're not traders, we're investors. So we buy and hold for 6 to 12 months, and people have already been emailing me saying thank you for my share research, thank you for my sell signals, and they made returns after 2 months. If you just join my circle, don't worry, you didn't miss out. You have 12 research reports in total, you have 12 sell signals in total, and there's abundance of opportunity there, so you haven't missed out, so don't worry. But I thought I want to just touch base with you guys with the Fresh Start event that I have every year. So the way it started out was it began with a small workshop of like 20 to 30 people. Once a year I did it, to literally have a 1 day of intensive training, because as you guys know, as a member of my circle, you get my trainings as a bonus. And my flagship 1 hour is training is how to become your own investment manager without a broker. and my training how to wipe out all your debt in 12 months. You get that for free. But people began to mail me and say, Richard, I love your training, but I want more. I want to go deeper. And I said, I know that you want to upskill, and that's great. I'm a firm believer of upskill, but remember, the power is in the implementation. So you will see the full value of my inner circle when you buy the shares, not just when you watch the training. When you buy the shares, and also when you sell out, when I sell out, because then you mirror my profits. And when you mirror my profits, that is the fullness of being a part of my inner circle. Because that's the whole point of this. It's about money in the bank. It's about profits. Because the more blessed you are, the more you can be the blessing. So that's what I tell people. Okay, we can do more trainings, we can go deeper, but don't forget the focus. The focus is to make this 12 months your most wealthiest here on the planet. And the only way you're going to get wealth is to actually buy the assets. Because remember, wealth is not luck or fluke. Wealth is an accumulation of assets over time. So the goal is not to chase the money, the goal is to chase the assets. So it's like people want the heat, but they don't want to gather the wood to start the fire. The wood is your shares, and the heat is the profits. So don't worry about the profits. Put the focus on, we're gathering the wood. We're gathering the shares to build our share portfolio. And it's not overnight, it's a process. It's month in, month out. Month in, month out. So if you're buying your shares consistently every month and you're mirroring me consistently, then I have no problem with you wanting to upskill and wanting to go deeper. And as many of you know, I have an advanced investments, a 2.0 that a lot of you guys have done, and the reports I got was amazing. People that just want to upskill themselves. And obviously you don't have to do that, because as part of my circle you get my research. It's just for people that want to find out a bit more on how to research their own shares. But where was I? Yes, I went way off track, but to bring it back, oh yes, people started my circle and like, Richard, I love your trainings, but I want more than just the 1 hour on is how to become your own investment manager. So I said, okay, fine. I will do a live event, and I called it a fresh start event, and it's been running so well that this year it will be my 4th fresh start event, and we had this major plan for it. We booked out the Sandton Convention Center, and I got a film company to come and put 4 multicast cameras in the convention center, because we were going to broadcast live for the first time from Johannesburg into 32 African countries live. I was very excited for this, and then Corona happened, and then lockdown happened. So for the very first time, the Fresh Start event will still happen, but it will be 100% online. It will be a virtual event. And I'm really proud of this event, because, like I said, it began with 20 people to 30 people as a workshop, and last year there's almost 800 people. For this year we capped it at 1,000 people live in the room, but now because of Corona it will be online, but it's really grew, because for people that want to get a fresh start in their finances and to get fresh strategies. So I just want to run through what the event is about, and so if you want to get a pen or notepad, you can feel free to take this down. But basically I designed the Fresh Start event to have 3 main pillars. Number 1 is to live debt free. Number 2 is to invest, don't save. And number 3 is to own multiple businesses. Because here is the truth. Success is not on lockdown. Success is not in quarantine. Success is a mindset. Success is an attitude. Success is a skill set. And like you've heard me mention many times before, the world might be crazy, the economy might be crazy, but we are not victims of the economy. We create our own economy every single day. And the fresh start is for people to come in and get a fresh strategies, fresh mindset. So the three the pillars that I spoke about, it will be a full event, the whole day, live with me from Bali, online. And the first session will be how to live debt free. So I literally explain step by step. Yes, as you guys know my story, I never came from money. I wasn't born with money. In fact, I worked my way out of hundreds of thousands of debt. And I wiped it all out in 12 months. So the first session I will be explaining everything I did step by step to wipe out all of my debt, because I want to help people. So yes, as you guys know, you got my 1 hour how I wiped out all of my debt. For this I go deeper. I elaborate further because we have a bit more time. And then the second session I will be explaining how I started 3 profitable businesses in less than 3 years. Yes, 3 businesses in less than 3 years. And I'm about to launch my 4th business now. It's a new app that we're developing in the tech space. And it's because all of what my mentor said, Warren Buffett, you need 4 revenue streams, 1 for every season. And I mean, we know this. Diversify, don't leave all your eggs in one basket. But if people actually do what they know, they'll surprise themselves. You know, if you actually do 10% of what you know, you will surprise yourself. And that's what the goal of everything I do. It has to end up with taking action, because life rewards people of action. And if you implement 10% of the strategies you're going to learn at this Fresh Start event, your life will take off. So the first session is about how I wiped out all of my debt in 12 months. The second session is about how to start and run multiple businesses. Yes, multiple businesses, because you don't want to rely on one revenue stream. So I'll explain step by step how I built 3 businesses and how right now they run themselves. Because you want to build a business system. You don't want to build a business that's relying on you. Because then if you hit by a bus and you're in a coma for 3 months, no money comes in because you can't work anymore. Or because of Corona now, many people are suffering because they never built a business online also. Like one of my friends said, this Corona thing is really, taught me is how to use Zoom and have online meetings. I said, look, my brother, I've been on Zoom for the past 5 years. So it's how to build your business online, how to build it on a system, how to work on your business and not in your business. Now, basically explain how building a business that you are not a slave in that business. Because many people say, I want to start this business to free up my time. No, that's like saying, let's have a baby to free up our time. No, the baby will take your time. The business will take your time. So you have to build it properly on a pipeline that it works for you and you don't work for it. And for a lot of people, it's a mindset shift. And that's why I'll be spending a lot of time how to build a business system. And then once you have the model, you can replicate it across any industry, because the fundamentals of business remain the same. So I'll explain how I've built it in the share research space, and then how I've took the exact same model and replicated it in the life coaching space, and how I took the exact same model and replicated in the events business space, and now we're taking the exact same model, replicating it in the tech space. The fundamentals is the same, and that's what we'll be explaining. And then we're going to break out for lunch, and then after lunch I'm going to spend the whole half of the rest of the day on how to be your own investment manager without a broker. So yes, you got my course as a bonus for free when you sign up in my circle, but it was 1 hour. For this, I'm going to spend a good solid 3 or 4 hours on just how to build a solid investment portfolio. So I'm very, very excited about this event, and like I said, it only happens once a year, and yes, all attendees will receive a PDF workbook. So because it's an online event, it will be emailed to you, and Before I wrap up this video, I just want to say 3 things why this event is really so successful, why it has boomed over this past 3 years and every year it just gets bigger. Because of 4 reasons. And if you guys are taking notes, you can write this down, but this is why this Fresh Start event has been mega successful. The top 1% have been using strategies for decades to multiply their wealth. Strategies that were never taught in schools or even in the top universities. Yes, I went to university and I still landed myself deep in debt. Had a degree, but I couldn't budget. It's everything I've learned and implemented, I've learned from Warren Buffett. I'm financially free today because of Warren Buffett, not because of university. It's because of the strategies I learned from Warren Buffett. And you're going to leave this event with strategies that you can implement. Number 2, many people don't know the difference between your good debt and bad debt. Many people don't know the difference between what is good debt and what is bad debt. This is why they are trapped by debt. And I'll be explaining how you can actually use debt to multiply your assets. That's what all the property investments have been using for decades and centuries. I'll be explaining that strategy. Number 3, the average person's goals are too small. They have a goal to just pay off their rent, pay off their bond, or to be debt free. The beggar at the robot is debt free. The goal is to be financially free. She said, this will be your fresh start to think bigger. Life is short. Don't play it small. And many times people have small goals because they surround themselves with small people. And we know this, if you want to be an eagle, stop hanging out with the chickens and hang out with the eagles. I will be sharing with you some fresh goals that you need to have for your life. For goals that is beyond us. It's about the bigger picture. And when you leave there, yes, paying your rent and bond is important, but it can't be your life's goal. You're going to leave there with a bigger goal, a bigger purpose. And your goal will move from just being debt free to move to be financially free. And number 4, many people start a business only to become a slave to that business. You're going to leave there with a strategy on how to start a business, not just any business, but how the business will actually work for you as opposed for you working for it. Don't start a business just to become a slave. You start a business because it's an asset that's going to work for you. Remember, like I've said many times, there is just 4 types of assets. Your stock portfolio, your property portfolio, businesses that you own, not businesses that you work for and run and manage, no, businesses that you own and yourself. You are your number 1 asset. And this Fresh Start, it's an investment into your skill set. So, many people say that wealth people are lucky, but luck is where preparation meets opportunity. So we are preparing here for when the world emerges post-corona, because we will get through this. We've made it through the Great Depression, we've made it through the global financial crisis, and we will make it through corona. The question is, who will you be on the other side of this crisis? Did you use this time to get the strategies, to get the game plan to prepare for this? So, like I said, as a part of my circle, you already received my trainings as a bonus. There's for people that want to go deeper. Because the trainings you have is 1 hour, is how to be an investment manager without a broker, and 1 hour, how to wipe off all your debt in 12 months. This Fresh Start event is a full day event with me. So the tickets for this event, it's usually $1,000 US. But because it's an online event, I don't have to pay venue costs, I don't have to pay flight costs, I don't have to pay caterers. It's an online event, so it's literally been slashed. It's really 80% discount. There's a link at the bottom. Book a ticket. I mean, it's ridiculously cheap, and it's because of all the costs we've allowed to cut. And why is it not free? Because people don't respect free. If you pay for something, you'll show up. But I made it ridiculously cheap because, like I said, I don't need the money. I'm financially free. I live off my assets. I'm in the stock market, property market, the gold market. I own 3 businesses. Why am I saying this? Because it's not for me. This Fresh Start event is for you. And I literally take 1 day of my time. And I mean, my time is valuable. Your time is valuable. And you get a day of me live. This will be a live session, full day. From Bali, and we're going to be on Zoom. So we're going to be live in the Zoom room. It's going to be really awesome, and I'm so excited for it. And like I said, it's for people that want a fresh start, to live life debt free, to start multiple businesses, and to be their own investment manager without a broker. And if you're saying no, Richard, I'm just happy with the research you're giving me. I'm buying my shares. I'm happy with the training, I'm fine, I don't want more stuff, then that's fine. There's people that say, Richard, I watched your training for 1 hour, how to be my investment manager, I watched how to work with it for 1 hour, I want more, give me more, and I want to be trained live by you. Yes, I'll be live online personally for the whole day, and we're gonna go deep. Like I said, remember, the gold and the oil is deep. We gotta drill, we gotta go deep. Many people never reach their full potential because they just mess around in the sand and the mud and the dirt. They're just playing it on the surface. But the valuable stuff in life is deep. You got to drill. You got to go deep. And it's all about consistency. You got to be consistent with this. Like, I don't know if many of you guys has heard me speak about lessons I learned from Warren, but one of the lessons I learned from him was that he actually started to buy his first share at age 11, which is crazy, right? But before that, he read his first investment book at age 7. Yes, 7. So by the time he was age 12, he read all the investment books in Omaha Library. What was he doing? He was preparing. He was becoming wealth. See, wealth is not about the bank account. That's just an effect. It's a manifestation of a state of being. Wealth, you go on a journey of becoming. And this fresh start, that's why it's a whole day, because we're actually becoming a person that invests in ourselves. Like I said, this is not for me. I would love to be, I can be on the rice field for the whole day. But that wouldn't hand me purpose. To know that I spent this day investing in you, in upskilling you, and we grew together. That hands me significance. That hands me significance. And I tell people, yes, every day that your passion is for you, your purpose is for others. And my passion is investing in the stock market. I love this stuff. It's fascinating. But my purpose is when I get the mails and say, Richard, thank you for that research. He's actually bought my share. And after 2 months, I mirrored your returns. Thank you. That's what has significance. To know that I'm not the only one making money. There's a whole lot of other people making money by mirroring me. And they're not just making money, they're understanding the process. They're understanding the fundamentals. That, oh, this is how I build a solid investment portfolio. This is how much industries I must be in. This is how much companies I must own. This is how long I must own them. This is how a profit target works. This is how a stop loss works. This is the investment strategies of the wealthy. Whether they're in the property market or the stock market or they're buying businesses. This is the strategies. I mean, a lot of people will like the business section of the Fresh Start, where I speak about you got to have the Facebook strategy. Like Mark knows that he found a unicorn with Facebook and he's not spending the rest of his life chasing more unicorns. No, he's just buying up other smaller up and coming tech businesses. That's why he bought up Instagram. He paid $1 billion for Instagram. It's now valued at more than $100 billion. He 100x his investment, not through a startup, through an acquisition. And that's what it's about. Finding other successful entrepreneurs and partnering with them. That's how the wealthy people think. That no matter what you're into, property or shares or business, it's a team sport. It's not a one-man show. And I'm running way ahead of myself, but at the Fresh Start event, I'll speak about one of the strategies in business is about building a talented team. It's a team sport. And so you want to have the Facebook strategy. They are buying up Instagram. They are buying up WhatsApp. They are building their own currency. Why? Because they know they don't need to reinvent the wheel anymore. You did that with Facebook, but you don't have to do it every time again. You just start another Facebook. No, there's someone that started Instagram. Acquire them. What's my point? Maybe you have capital. Maybe your calling is not to start a business from scratch. Maybe your calling is to partner with an existing startup, existing entrepreneur, and your role is to be the funder. Not the founder, the funder. And that's where Mark is now. That's where Jeff Bezos is now. I'm also partnering with other tech businesses now to be the funder. Why? Because you want to protect your time. Life is short. You don't want to spend it behind a laptop. You want to spend it traveling. You want to spend it with your loved ones. You want to spend it being a philanthropist. You have to give back. But the only way that's possible is if you make the shift from the founder to the funder, to the silent partner, to the investor, and not the business manager. And so that's the strategies I will be sharing about at the Fresh Start event. And like I spoke about, the difference between your good debt and bad debt. And then the main part of the Fresh Start event, where we're going to spend like a good 3 hours with, is how to build a solid investment portfolio. I'll be speaking more in detail how I became an aggressive investor and managed to become financially free in 3.5 years, where the returns of my shares matched my salary, and I resigned. And like I said, if you press the link at the bottom, you'll see the cost of this Fresh Start event, because it's the first online virtual event. It's really ridiculously cheap. So you want to book your ticket there, and I'll see you on Saturday, and it will be a full day event. You just have to check your time zones, but we will be beginning in the morning Singapore time. So wherever you are, I know in South Africa you're gonna have to wake up a bit earlier, but it will be worth it, because this is your fresh start, and it's whole day live with me, and it's going to be very, very exciting. And for those of you that won't be joining us on Saturday for whatever reason, if you can't make the live event, if you book your ticket, you will receive the replay, but that's only if you book your ticket. So yeah, but I just want to say that we're month 7 now. Remember, the rest of this year will be the best of this year if you believe it. What do you believe? What is your outlook for the rest of the year? Do you have an outlook like, oh my word, this was really a bad year, let's see what's worse to come? Or do you think the worst is behind us, it's going to get better now? What do you believe? And like I said before, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. What do you believe? Are you an African or Afrikaant? Are you an American or an Amerikaant? I know that was a flow joke, but you know what I'm trying to say. Be optimistic for the rest of this year, because I've never met a wealthy pessimist person. All those men and women on the Forbes list, they are natural optimists. So no matter what has happened, the past is the past, it's spilled milk, it's water under the bridge, let's look forward. Let's look one direction, and that's forward. The rest of this year will be the best of this year. And I don't care if you're 20 years old, I just turned 32, I don't care if you're 52, I don't care if you're 82, as long as you believe that the rest of your years are the best of the years, life will be a lot of fun. Your best years are still ahead. They're not behind you, they're still ahead, but you have to believe it. So I'm very, very I'm excited for Saturday. Book your ticket and I'll see you online. And this is Richard saying much love from Bali. Cheers for now. Bye bye.